Team India has come out on the top in the Chess Olympiad, a tournament that saw the participation of 190 countries and almost 2,000 top-class players from across the globe. The men defeated Slovenia and the Indian women's team got the better of Azerbaijan to claim a historic double gold. As 1.4 billion Indians celebrate the extraordinary win, we take a moment to examine the evolution of chess. Viewers, take a moment to look at this map on your screens. It shows the spread of chess as we know it today, from Japan and Mongolia in the east to England and Germany in the west. The game has enjoyed immense popularity over the last millennium. But if we trace back all the dots that you see, it is evident right here that this India is the birthplace of chess. From India, Chaturanga moved westward into Persia. It was introduced in Persia as a part of the princely or courtly education of the Persian nobility. After the conquest of Persia by the Rashidun Caliphate, due to the lack of the native CH sound in the Arabic language, it became Shatranj, is what you can see here. So it goes from Chaturanga to Chaturang and then finally to Shatrang. To the east, we can see by Buddhist pilgrims and traders who plied the Silk Roads, they also of course took back chess from India. Around 750 CE, chess reached China, and by the 11th century it had made its appearance in Japan and Korea. Meanwhile, in the west, Persian version of chess then spread to the Byzantine Empire. The oldest recorded game in the region was found in the 10th century manuscript and was played between a Baghdad historian believed to be a favorite of the caliphs and his pupil. Eastern Slavs then spread it to Kievan at about the same time via the Volga-Caspian trade route. Muslim rulers also brought the game to North Africa then by the 10th century, and then all the way over to Europe, as you can see right here. The conquest also spread to Spain. Within 100 years, it was introduced in France, Germany, England, and of course all the European nations. Over the course of the next 300 years, the game evolved to introduce the modern queen, the bishop, and the standardized movements of the pieces on the board, and also develop opening and endgame theories. It's set in stone, an overarching framework that is still in place, transcending cultures and borders. The game's popularity today is a testament to how it has captivated human imagination over time. Yet, what is still little known is that the game finds its origins right here in Chaturanga in India. 1500 years ago, the game of chess was known as Chaturanga in the Gupta Empire. A Sanskrit word, it means having four limbs or parts. The game was based on the four divisions of the military, which is the infantry, cavalry, elephantry, and the shadatry, or the modern day pawn, knight, rook, and bishop. It was a battle simulation which rendered Indian military strategy of the 6th century CE. It emulated two of the most essential features inspired from the ancient battle information of the Akshahuni from the Mahabharata. Firstly, different pieces have different powers, and secondly, victory depends on the survival of one piece, the king, in modern day chess. In the medieval times, if the king surrendered, it signified the loss of his kingdom, exactly the way one loses the game of chess when the king is captured. In ancient India, Chaturanga was designed for an Ashtpada, an 8x8 square board. Does it sound familiar? However, this board differed from the ones we see today, as there were no black and white squares on them for thousands of years. Now, 1500 years later, there are pictures of the Indian team winning the double gold at the Chess Olympiad. Some people have compared it to India winning the 1983 World Cup, While that was a pioneering moment in cricket, this win of course matters a lot. This win is about India reclaiming its glory in chess, being the true birthplace of the game that has been made popular across the world. As rightly mentioned by grandmasters like Vidit and Gukesh, this is India emerging as a superpower in chess. Joining me on the broadcast, viewers, is a very, very special guest I have with me. Let's put it out on our screens. There you have it. Tanya Sachdev joining us on NewsX. She's an Indian chess player who holds the FID titles of International Master and Woman Grandmaster. She's also a prominent chess presenter as well as commentator. Tanya, thank you so much for taking our time to speak to NewsX. I of course begin by giving you our heartiest, heartfelt congratulations on of course your own victory, but also the double victory that all of India is celebrating. What does it feel like, Tanya?
Thank you so much. It feels amazing, but to be completely honest, I think the feeling is still sinking in. We're all still processing everything that's happened over the last couple of days. It's truly a special moment for many of us on the team. It's been a dream for many, many years and many, many chess Olympics, and finally to have it happen, and in the way it happened, having both the men and women team on the podium, a historic double gold. There are only two countries in the history of the game who managed to do that. India is the third. So it's really a beautiful moment for all of us.
So Tanya, just explain to us, I mean, of course, every time one does go for a tournament of this stature, the expectation is that you will win gold. And now that you've finally done it, do you feel something was a little different about this time around?
Well, in the Chess Olympics, you've got more than 180 countries participating in the men and the women section. So it's really the peak of competition, the highest, the biggest stage. I would say that there are no real favorites, and there are some teams who have very, very strong players, but every round is incredibly tough. Every match is incredibly tough. Every team goes there with the idea of finishing with the glory for their nation, to finish on the podium, and it's really a big moment, and it's I think the big challenge is to deal with the pressure as well, the nerves as well, apart from the fact that you're playing against the strongest chess nations in the world. So definitely feels very special to finally deliver it, because we've come so close to doing it. I've been in the national team since 2008. Harika's been in the national team even longer than I have. And then we have come so close to being on the podium, including in the Chennai 2022 Olympiad, and it almost felt like the gold was snatched from our hands. So I think this time we all just had one mission on our minds.
Absolutely. At the same time, Tanya, it would be interesting to understand from you what sort of mental training do you yourself or your teammates go through, because we end up talking to a lot of sportsmen who are into very vigorously physical sports. But chess is, of course, all about the mind, keeping the mind very calm, very clear. So what really is the training like? What's a day in your life like when you're training?
Well, when we've got a tournament coming up, especially a tournament like the Chess Olympic or a big event, I think each one of us has our own schedule and our own routine, which goes back many months before preceding the event itself. It's a large part of it is chess training itself, where you're analyzing different kind of positions, you're working on your openings, you're working on your middle game, all aspects of the game. You're trying to see where you've been going wrong in the previous tournaments. Are there any patterns that you can recognize where you need work to make sure the same mistakes don't happen again? In the bigger picture, the idea is to make sure that when you reach the event, when you're there to play, your mind, your brain is at its sort of best shape, that you're able to calculate as far ahead, as quickly ahead. And I think many times what people also underestimate is the value of physical fitness in an ultimate mind sport like chess.
Absolutely, 100%. How do you go about that? How do you balance it out? What do your coaches really? That's what I'm trying to understand. What really is the mindset like? How do you train yourselves physically, of course, to be fit? And how does that work into where your mental strength is at?
So a chess game can last for anything between 4 to 6 hours, especially at high competition levels. And mistakes happen over the board around the second, third hour. That's when the brain starts tiring itself out. So mental stamina, mental endurance is of primary importance to make sure that you're taking all these correct decisions in these critical moments, these high pressure situations. And that's really only possible at this level, where a single mistake can be so costly, is if your body and you have a certain level of physical fitness. So apart from working for about 6 to 8 hours on the game itself, on chess training itself, there's also a fitness routine that's incorporated months in advance, just to make sure that you have the endurance and you have the mental stamina to be able to go the distance, because it's really those critical moments where games and victories get decided on.
Tanya, at the same time, I'm sure in the moment there are setbacks, right? Of course, when you're doing a simulation back home, you still have the ability to learn from it. And of course, even at a tournament, one always learns from their mistakes. But like you pointed out, that's a pretty much a do or die situation, right? Because it's your position in the tournament. And when you face those sort of setbacks there, how do you snap out of it?
This is the one thing that I think I'm extremely proud of, what happened in Budapest, because so the men team were supremely dominating. They were unstoppable. They were completely untouchable. They ran away with the goal. But it was a very different scenario for my team, for the women team. We had a fantastic run up till 7 matches. We won each of our match. And then in the 8th match, we had a setback. We lost to Poland in that match.
Yes.
And I think that is the most difficult moment in a tournament, because things are going your way, but then it doesn't. And you have to come back, because chess is not a knockout sport. You have to go the next day. You have to fight it out. You still have a chance. So to change that mindset at that moment and to not let the disappointment get to you and get ready to give the best the very next day is very important. We were playing the USA, and this is the team that, sort of took away our gold in 2022, because we lost to the US in the very last round in Chennai. So after our loss to Poland this year, we are playing against the US, which I think motivated us even more, because for us in our mind, we wanted to go out there, we wanted to make a comeback in the match. What was amazing to see was this positive energy in the team, where we didn't let the loss get to us, and we also sort of wanted to set the record straight from what had happened in Chennai. We managed to get past that match. We sailed through that match, and then we had these 2 fantastic victories in the final round. And it really shows a lot of strength of character in sports to come back from these setbacks. Experience matters a lot, but I think the youth also shown in that aspect in this time, because they were really able to recover and give their best the next day. Everyone has their own routine of dealing with a difficult situation. It happens to every athlete, but you just have to get back up there and give your best.
And Tanya, at the same time, everybody, of course, wants to also know and understand, how did you get into the sport of chess? What really motivated you?
It's a long story. I'll try to make it as short as possible. Well, it started as something that was, I would say, never meant to be my career. I come from Delhi, and in Delhi, when I started playing, I was 6 years old. My dad was trying to teach my brother how to play. I got interested in the game. I was very enamored by this board I was seeing in front of me and how the pieces move. And then I'm told that after that day of watching them sort of learn chess through a rule book, I would walk around the whole house with a chessboard in my hand, and any visitor we would have would only be allowed to enter the house after they would play a game of chess with me. So my parents thought that was quite strange, but also something to look into. They found sort of a local coach. They were very far and few, and there was really no chess culture in Delhi at the time. And they found a local coach who would come in, and I had all these hobby classes. Chess became one of them, but they slowly saw that was the only thing that I would want to do. It started taking more of my time. It was something that would keep my attention for hours. They figured, I think for every athlete, when they start at that age, really the biggest role is played by their family and by their support system, because a child doesn't know much. So it really comes on to them, and I'm very blessed that I have parents who were able to see that and were able to put that to good use. And before I knew it, I was playing in tournaments. In fact, I remember my first tournament, I lost all my games. It was in a state level tournament. I was 7 years old and I was playing in an open event. I had 0 out of 11. But instead of getting demotivated at that point, I wanted to play my next tournament. I wanted to win a game. And I think that made them feel that there's something here. And they just really encouraged it.
Tanya, thank you so much. But before we let you go, one last quick question. What's going to be your message to young players out there who want to take up chess? And the reason why I asked that is because, you know, as you've also said, your parents took an interest. They saw that you have an interest, so they took the initiative, got you a local coach. But over the years, we've seen the infrastructure sort of transform, and lots of parents actually taking a keen interest. But I'm sure when wins like this happen on a global stage, when they see young girls like yourself bringing back those medals home, they want to see their kids in that position one day. So what will be your message to parents and young kids who want to follow in your footsteps?
You know, that's a dream, right, for all of us, that we get to do what we love. We get to follow our passion, play for the country, and hopefully along the way inspire young boys and girls to do the same. And I think in today's time, the young generation, they're so smart. They already know so many things, and they grow up very quickly. So I think to them, I don't have that much to say, because I really feel that they know what they want to do. But I have something to say to the people around them, the support system around them, that let them fly, let them pursue their passions, and you just never know where that takes you.
Well, let them fly. I'm going to leave it there, Tanya. I don't think I can sum it up better than you have. Thank you so much once again. Many congratulations to you from Team NewsX and, of course, Team India, that is standing all proudly behind you guys, because you've just done us so proud at the global, at the global stage. And once again, thank you so much for taking out the time to speak to us, to speak to our viewers. And we're so grateful that you were able to join us today to take us through your journey. Thank you so much. That was Tanya Sachdev on NewsX. With that, viewers, I take a moment to introduce our next guest. We have Vidit Gujrati, who is an Indian chess grandmaster. He's attained the title of grandmaster in January 2013, becoming the 30th player from India to do so. As of now, he holds the world ranking of 14 and was a part of the Indian contingent that clinched the gold in the Chess Olympiad at Budapest. Vidit, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX. Once again, many congratulations on winning the Chess Olympiad. What was going through your mind during the crucial final rounds, and how did you manage your nerves?
So I will not lie. There was this crucial game against USA in the penultimate round, and because we were in lead, we could kind of clinch it if we win that match. So I didn't sleep well that night for sure. Uh, and but I think it's all the years of training which finally comes together at that moment. Once I started playing, after the first few moves, like after half hour or something, I completely got comfortable in the game. And it was a high stake match, but I think as a team we handled it well and we won that match. So I would say all the effort paid off.
With it, were you confident on winning the gold, and how have you prepared over the years for this moment?
So we were one of the favorites in the sense that we had a very young team and we had all the players who were in very good form. So there was a lot of expectation from the chess fans that we would do well. But you're never sure because you have to perform on that given day. And when we started off the tournament, we won like 4-0-2 matches. And in the third, fourth round, the other teams kind of slowed down and we kept the momentum going. I think that's when we felt like, okay, gold is like really within the grasp and we can, like, this is the year where we can do it. And we never let that lead go. And we kept winning convincingly. So after that, yeah, our confidence got a big boost.
Absolutely. And with it, how would you define the current state of chess in India, and where do you see it going in the next 5 years?
So last few years, people were already asking, is India the future when it comes to chess? And because there were a lot of good results, but I think this result where we won both in the open and the women's section. And I think that question, is India the future, has
Yeah.
to be changed, because now I can say the future is now, and we are world number one. So um, now people will have a different perspective when they look at us. Um, and in every tournament, we will be expected to perform like at the top, at the peak. So that's a welcome change, and I think the result will be that more and more people will take up this sport because of this, and I think that's lovely. I would love to see in future more people coming into the game.
With it, we also saw a very interesting conversation earlier in the day where you've, of course, met with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What exactly did he tell you there? And is there anything that you would like to remember from today? What do you take away basically from that conversation?
It was amazing that he took out time from his like very busy schedule. It just shows that he really loves sports and he appreciates people who do well in it. And I think when the kids will see that, oh, like if you do well in the sport, the PM, honorable PM, will take out time and meet you, and that's lovely encouragement. And personally, for me, I'm very grateful that I got this chance. We spoke on a lot of topics. We spoke about the mental aspect of the game. He was curious how the journey went, and he had a lot of questions for the team as well. So it was a wonderful occasion, and I'll remember this.
Absolutely. With it, before we let you go, one last question. You've had an impressive career trajectory. What advice would you like to give to young Indian chess players who are aspiring to now follow in your footsteps?
I think at the beginning, if you're young and especially if parents are watching, let it start out as a hobby. And if you have the passion and interest in it, then I would like them to be encouraged, because now there is no lack of opportunity. Earlier, it used to be, and now sports is looked at with a lot of respect, and it's a very viable career. So, but don't start it out like that. Let you have fun. Let yourself have fun, and if things go well, then take it up seriously. And because if you have the passion, then opportunities will come and your performance will be rewarded. So, take it one step at a time and have fun.
Thank you so much for joining us on NewsX. Once again, many congratulations to you from Team NewsX, from India, for the laurels that you've brought to our country. With that, viewers, I'd like to take a moment to introduce our next guest. We have Ramesh Babu Pragnananda, who is an Indian chess grandmaster ranked 12th in the world by the International Chess Federation. He has spoken exclusively to NewsX. Listen in.
He has scripted history at the Chess Olympiad 2024, and joining me right now is in fact the Indian chess grandmaster Pragnanda, who in fact made the entire country proud. The 18-year-old in fact has scripted the history with the performance that he has shown and now developed at the World Championship for Chess. How are you feeling, Pragnanda, right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling. Yeah, it's amazing feeling that we have just achieved something very historical. That two gold medals in Chess Olympiad, and it's the first time we are winning a gold medal, and we managed to win in both sections. So it's a very big achievement, and I'm very happy that it's being recognized.
And was it just about the point that how was it preparing for it? Because there have been challenges, as you also spoke about. Was it tough, and what was that point when you learned that you have to practice more, you have to learn more, and you have to be better at it?
Yeah, for this tournament we did work a lot, but we have also been playing a lot of tournaments. So it's a mix of taking rest and then also preparing a lot. And during the tournament, we had our coaches there, assistant coaches who were helping us with the preparation. And so yeah, we were working a lot for this event.
How was it also winning with your sister and the entire family? What was their reaction first?
Yeah, they were very happy, and yeah, it's an amazing feeling to win two medals at home. Yeah, so yeah, it's a special feeling, and we are all very happy.
And how do you look forward to your journey from this point of time? You inspired a lot of people and new children who are looking at you and thinking of chess as now going to dominate the world with your performance. How do you look forward to this journey now?
Yeah, I just want to improve my game and achieve more for the country and yeah, my focus is giving my best in whatever I'm doing.
Okay, I want to understand what was that one hardest point throughout the game that you felt? Like one hardest realization that you found was this is going tougher.
No, every match is tough. They are representing their country and the country's best five players are there. So every match is tough, and we managed to play our best, and we've dominated the tournament. So.
You're just 18 and you have achieved so much already. What is that one thing that you would want to say to the people and especially the children who are looking at you and also being inspired by you?
Yeah, just enjoy and have fun with the game, and it doesn't matter. It's just chess or anything else. Just have fun with whatever you're doing and give your best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was Indian Chess Grandmaster Pragnanda speaking to NewsX, in fact, on how his experience has been at the Chess Olympiad 2024 and, in fact, how India is going to be now preparing better for further World Championship tournaments of chess. This is Simran with video journalist Kulbhushan for NewsX.
Meanwhile, next up is Vaishali Ramesh Babu, who's an Indian chess grandmaster. In 2013, at the age of 12, she defeated future world chess champion Magnus Carlsen in a simul competition that Carlsen held while they were there in their hometown. Let's quickly listen in to that conversation.
The golden sibling of the Chennai, which is now basking in the glory after the International Chess Olympiad at 2024, is of course now the talk of the town. And joining me right now is Vaishali Ramesh Babu. Vaishali, you have now, after so long, now made this feat and made the entire country proud, and with your remarkable achievement, you know, this is also a very good moment for the entire family. I'm also joined by her mother, who is a very proud mother at this point of time. How do you feel, Vaishali, at this point of time? You know, after you won the gold, what was the first thought?
Yeah, I'm very, very happy to be part of such a team, historical gold winning team. We had some setbacks during the tournament, but I'm very happy we managed to give this comeback and win last two matches to secure gold. As I've mentioned earlier, we were close to winning gold in the previous Olympiad, but we missed on it and we won bronze, which was like the first ever medal winning team. But still, it was like a bit of a disappointment that we missed gold. I'm very happy that we made it gold this time, and also especially the Indian men team, they clearly dominated the field, and it's really inspiring to see them play, and I'm very happy both the teams won gold this time.
You know, till last year, you were also known as the elder sister of this prodigy. And now you have yourself, you know, there is a gold in the family by both the siblings. How do you feel about this? What is that emotion that was evoked after your win?
Yeah, this Olympiad is a very special event in chess calendar. Like it's once in 2 years, where 190 countries come together to participate, where they send the best teams, best 5 players of their country. It's not easy to get an opportunity to play in such a team. I'm very happy I got that opportunity and we managed to win medal. We have like 2 gold medals at home. It feels really, it's such a proud moment. Yeah.
Do you think this record can be broken now again next time?
You mean which one?
This record that India has now brought.
I think this is the 3rd country to win both men and women section together. I guess it's 3rd country, and I think it's also a challenge for ourselves to give even more best in the upcoming Olympiads. Yeah.
Vaishali, how do you feel this specific Olympiad different from the last one that you have had, and what is the learning that you have to share about this experience?
So the previous Olympiad, we lost the last match. I think we did not handle the pressure so well. It's also playing such a high level tournament in our home country. Winning would have been a big thing, but I think we did not really handle the pressure well because of that. I think that experience really helped us playing well here in the crucial moments.
I would like to ask your mother, and if you can help me ask her about this, how did she feel when both her children secured the gold for the country?
I feel very, very, very happy. no words, feeling expression.
At this moment when every person in the country is talking about how blessed you must be feeling at this point of time with your children, what did you tell them when they won gold, when they told you about it?
You, you do best. You can do.
You motivated them. So that was the Chennai duo who made the entire country proud and in fact brought 2 gold at the home when Chess Olympiad 2024 was even in the competition in Budapest. This is Simran with Video Journalist Kulbhushan for NewsX.
Next up, we have Arjun Ergassi, who is an Indian chess grandmaster and India's highest ranked player as of September 2024, overtaking former world champion Vishwanathan Anand. He currently has been ranked number 1 in India and number 4 worldwide.
The tale of Indian Chess Championships is far from over, and joining me right now is Indian Chess Grandmaster Arjun Ergassi. Arjun, congratulations on this wonderful achievement. And you've just met Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and after this historic win, do you feel that life has changed now?
Hi, firstly, thank you so much. So meeting PM Sir was a great opportunity. Actually, I didn't have the plan of coming back to India. I had other plans in Europe. But when I got to know about this, I cancelled all that and just decided to came back. And it was definitely worth it. And just getting this kind of recognition is certainly we are all happy about. And also he was so down to earth, and it didn't feel like we were talking to the leaders of the country. It felt like someone we were talking to very close, like whom we know for many years. He was, so humbling.
Do you feel like you're living the dream right now?
Well, I would say I have been living my dream since a while because being a professional chess player is my dream. But getting the gold medals at the Olympiad is certainly like achieving something big.
Arjun, you have also been called the madman on the chessboard. How do you react to it, and how did you feel when you were said this by the person, and then what is your first thought to this?
I knew my style is reciprocal of that, so I wasn't that surprised, but coming from Magnus definitely made me feel good, and also I think after that, like, I have been continuing to play in the same style, so it's nice.
Okay, what is in for the future now? How do you look forward to the journey ahead?
My next big event is the Global Chess League happening in London. It's a very strong tournament with Magnus Carlsen, Anand Sir playing, and many other strong players. And it's like the IPL of chess. So last year I had a poor performance. I would like to do better and good this time. I'm looking forward to that.
In an interview, it was revealed that one of the teachers in your school, preschool, predicted that you are going to be dominating the world of chess. Do you recall her? Do you remember her right now? Because this is something that in fact is as strong as a big prediction that she had made.
No, actually her words were not this strong. She just mentioned that, like, because I was so good in maths calculations, she just mentioned that I would be doing very, very well in chess. And so she suggested my parents to enroll me in chess, and that worked out very well.
Okay, Arjun, how do you see this road ahead for India in the world of chess? Are people going to be more enthusiastic or aware? Because India has scripted definitely history, and with the men's team performing wonderfully at that platform, do you feel there is a sense of excitement before earlier than now that in the world of chess?
Yeah, I think chess is getting the kind of recognition that it never got before, and I hope it will only continue to grow bigger and bigger. And I hope many kids from the next generation will take up chess as not just as something fun to play and enjoy, but also as a career. And I think we are in the right direction.
Do you have anything to say to the kids and to the children who are looking up to you guys and thinking that this benchmark has now been reached so high, so this needs to be broken, and taking a lot of inspiration from you guys? What would you like to give a message to all of these people?
Yeah, I would say chess is a nice, fun game. So just enjoy it, and and do puzzles, play a lot of games. But most important thing is to enjoy and improve yourself in the process.
Thank you, Arjun, for speaking to NewsX. And this, in fact, was the journey of the Indian chess grandmaster Arjun, who, in fact, laid down his experience and how he felt after winning the gold for the country. This is Simran with video journalist Kulbhushan for NewsX.
And last but not least is Harika Drunavalli, who is an Indian chess grandmaster and was awarded the prestigious Padma Shri Award in 2019 for her contribution in the field of sports. Listening.
India, in fact, has been made proud at the glory of the World Championship, and right now the Chess Olympiad 2024 saw the brightest of the time for India at the chess platform. And joining me right now is, in fact, one of the women chess players, in fact, whom highly contributed to this glory and this win. Thank you, Harika, for speaking to NewsX. And it's been a very 20-year-long journey for you, from a 13-year-old girl to now also getting the gold at this point of time. How do you feel right now?
I'm extremely happy and delighted that I made it. I dreamt of it a long back, and finally I made it. So maybe sometimes it will come in a moment where you least expect, and that's a beautiful thing about the journey.
But the 20-year-long journey period, I'm sure there must have been very challenges, heartbreaks, and good moments as well. At this point, when you stood up at the podium and when the Jan Gan Man was there, what did really make you feel that you have made it?
I believe that setbacks and failures are for a reason, and to get you in a better picture and better, you will get win in a better condition. That's what my belief system is. So I don't give up any time. If I believe in something, I keep working on it, and I keep trying again and again. So that's how it worked. And I was more emotional, I think, when I got first bronze, and my baby was in my tummy, maybe my pregnancy hormones, but I was really emotional. This time, of course, I was very happy, but I was so exhausted that I didn't even feel anything. I was still sinking in when all this was happening that, actually it happened. So yeah, that's how it.
But you have come through this journey, which is the longest lived by any of the players in the team. You have seen generations change, India becoming the powerhouse of chess right now. How do you view this entire time? You are, of course, the right person to comment on how exactly times have changed.
Definitely, the time has changed a lot. Players are getting the deserved recognition, and our youngsters are coming so strongly. They're working hard, they're doing well, and it will inspire the even next generation even more, and they'll set standards much higher. So yeah, I'm extremely happy to see the young crop coming up, and I would love to keep I wish them success, and I wish to learn more and more and even get better.
And how was the experience, Harika, of playing with the young women in the team? There are teenagers who are 20 years younger than you, and they in fact have also made the country proud. How was the equation like?
I think still it's not 20 years gap. No, it's less. Yeah, like I'm 33 and youngest is 18, so it's not still that much gap, thankfully. Just to remind myself. But yes, of course, they're young girls and very young. As having a daughter, I would feel them like kids. So yeah, it's also fun sometimes to see the next generation and how the system works, how they think. So it's also beautiful in and out to learn. They learn from me and I learn from them, and our experiences, we share and give to each other maybe.
And Harika, how would you like to describe this one event in one word, if I ask you? One word for this Chess Olympiad 2024 where India has scripted history.
Just history or memorable? Just memorable, I would say.
Who would you like to credit this support that you have got, and how you actually made it till this time?
No, definitely my support system is my family, my first coach, who is also mentor right now, Mr. Ramaraju sir. All of them are always there. They celebrate my success as, when I was young, how when I won, they were celebrating the same way they're celebrating even now. So that's the beauty of support system I have, and I'm always thankful. But this special credit for the Olympiad, I think I would give to all the senior players who went and played and played and played and got better and better. Generations by generations, it started shifting to get better. I think all of them also saw some dream in life, and that's maybe in this generation it worked. So I would love to dedicate this to this success to all the whole generation players who have contributed to chess and Olympiads.
And what is that one lesson that you have in the back of your mind and in your heart for all of those who are looking at you with a lot of inspiration, because you have countered a lot of setbacks and your journey is nothing short of inspiration?
Just to not give up. That's it, I would say. Never give up. Yeah, never
For
ever.
all the young kids that are looking at you right now?
Never give up. If you believe in something, just keep working for it. Maybe it won't come easy. Sometimes it might come easy, but you just have to keep working.
And one last thing that I want to understand, because you are a young mother as well, a young beautiful child that you have, and how was the experience, dealing with the last Olympiad when you were experiencing pregnancy, and at this point of time when your daughter is 3 years old and she's all giggly to see her mother getting gold, how did it feel and what was the experience beforehand?
I think in pregnancy it was okay. I just took a decision. I didn't know whether it would be right or wrong, but it has now left a beautiful memory for me. I remember when I was playing Olympiad, the baby was kicking in between the games, so it's like I have to think, and the baby was kicking, so that's beautiful. I also remember that I don't think I did anything big. I think I created beautiful memories for me and my baby to see back in future. And when I got the medal on my tummy, I felt like, this is for both of us. So that's the beautiful memory I have from Chennai Olympiad. And now I try to make worth it. When I'm leaving my daughter, I just want to make every moment worth it. And I'm glad that I can make her proud.
Did she say anything to you after you told her that mama has won gold?
She still doesn't understand. The only thing she understands is mama goes in flight for chess. She misses little bit, but it's okay that she should go and play chess. So, you're most welcome.
So that was in fact the moment which Harika, the international chess player, in fact has shared on her biggest victory with India at the Chess Olympiad. This is Simran with video journalist Kulbhushan for NewsX.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.